Hello everyone, it is Wednesday lunchtime, so this is our live Q&A. So a question that's come into me this week, and it is actually something that I hear all the time. I've been reaching out to people this week who got in contact earlier in the year, who wanted to lose some weight, get fit. But the idea of doing it online just didn't appeal to them. A lot of people need a bit more motivation than just switching on a computer. They physically have to book on somewhere, to turn up somewhere, to drive somewhere, whether that's on the way to work, before work, after work, whatever it is. A lot of people, and you'll probably agree, need that level of accountability where it's an official thing they have to go out of their way for. So I've been reaching out to a lot of these people again this week, just speaking to them. And one of the things that came up was, okay, well, I want to start at the end of March. I've got a few weeks. What's the quickest way for me to get a head start? How do I lose weight and quick? And to be honest, I think that question, the more I think about it, it's almost a backwards way of looking at things. Like, actually, the quicker it is, the less likely it's going to stay on. It's something I talk about all the time. It's one of my favorite words in this game. It's sustainability. It's going to sound a bit contradicting in a way, because behind me, you'll see all these things lined up. We've got our next 21-day cleanse kicking off on the 15th of March, so next Monday, which is like a 21-day extreme cleanse. But again, it's not advertised as a weight loss thing. We don't sell it as a weight loss thing. It is more of a cleansing to cleanse your internal organs, digestive system, get people sleeping better, de-stress. But a byproduct of that is really big weight loss. And I'm talking anywhere over a stone, 7-8 kilos, and inch loss can be between 9 and 20 inches within 21 days. But that's the only scenario where I'd say that you're going to lose weight quickly. And it came up in conversation. I've done this video already this week about prioritizing your results and what you should actually be looking for. So instead of saying to yourself, what's the quickest way to lose weight? I mean, it's great that you're passionate and that you actually want to lose weight, but you've also got to look at the other benefits, the byproduct of wanting to lose weight and the other things that come with that. You know, a doctor will tell you to go by BMI, which is probably the most ridiculous way of actually monitoring your health that I've ever heard of. I'm quite short. I'm 5'6", a bit like Tom Cruise. But for me, because I'm short and I do weight training, my BMI says that I'm actually overweight. I'm a personal trainer, have been for 13 years. I exercise 5-6 times a week. I watch what I eat in moderation. Yet I would be classed as overweight according to the BMI. I had a friend called Greg, who might watch this. He used to work in the gym with me. He was classed as obese. He was also a short ass like myself, but built like a brick shithouse. Excuse my French, but he was twice the width of me. Not an ounce of fat on him. And he was classed as overweight or / obese, which is just ridiculous. Now, don't get me wrong. If you are going to the doctors because you are morbidly obese or really overweight, and they get you on the scales and work out your BMI, your body mass index, to be high and severely obese, there's a good chance that if you know you're overweight, there's a good chance that actually that's quite an accurate way of doing it. So as a health thing, you should be focusing on getting your weight down. If you're someone who needs to lose maybe a stone or drop a few dress sizes or jean sizes, then the last thing you want to be doing is actually weighing yourself. And we go into this all the time. A lot of people's priorities is to lose weight. And it's a way of us getting people on the phone. Do you want to lose weight, Mary? Yes, I do. Okay, how much weight do you want to lose? Oh, about a stone. Okay, well, I'll ask you the question I asked at the beginning of the week. If you hadn't lost any weight when we reweigh you in 6 weeks' time, but you had lost inches around your waist, your tummy, your belly button, your chest, your back, your arms, your legs, your bum, your hips, and you were wearing a different jean or dress size, would you still be disappointed that you hadn't lost weight? So I'm asking you this question now. If you're watching this, how many of you would be disappointed if you hadn't lost weight, but you had lost inches and were in a different dress size? And surprisingly, the answer from a lot of these, in particular ladies that we tend to speak to, because there's more ladies than men, especially when it comes to weight, unfortunately, do care too much about that stupid number. So I had a chat with one of our clients this week about this, because she was getting disheartened about the scales. Even though she was losing inches, she's now thrown them away. And I would urge you all to do that, unless you are someone who is severely overweight, who knows they need to lose weight. So to go back to the start of this, what's the quickest way to lose weight? Let's just change that question. What's the best thing you could be doing right now to improve the situation you are currently in? So could we be looking at maybe upping your steps? Could we be looking at drinking more water? Could we be looking at cutting down on the calories or the alcohol, particularly in the evenings? Should we be now restricting that to, say, 1 or 2 nights a week at the weekend, instead of 3 or 4 nights and the weekend? Because a lot of people will admit through lockdown, they've probably increased some of those bad habits like drinking alcohol. So there's so many steps and things that you could be doing right now. Let's say, for example, you join a gym on the 12th of April, which is when you're going to be allowed to do that, or you're going to join an exercise class outside from the 29th of March, that's only a couple of weeks away. You could make some big steps towards that now, just by tracking a few things. Get up and do more walking. Take the stairs instead of a lift at work. Drink more water, monitor that, aim for 3 liters a day, all right? Flush out the toxins, get that crap out of your system. Cut back on the calories that you're drinking or consuming in the evenings. Replace that chocolate bar or that Kit Kat or that something you've been going to in the evenings after dinner for a healthy smoothie bowl that you make from home, which is just a bit of yogurt and some frozen fruit blended up with a little bit of dark chocolate in there, some coconut shavings, or boom, just made that up on the spot from one of our recipes. So you've got to make some decisions right now that are actually going to impact you and benefit you for the long run without being too drastic. And that's the biggest point here. One is you've got to get your priorities right when it comes to what you're actually monitoring and what you want to achieve. Is it weight loss? If it is, it's got to be severe weight loss for that to be your main focus. Is it inch loss and body fat? In that case, don't worry about the scales because they're not going to show you your progress. Photos and tape measurements will. And friends, people that haven't seen you for a while, will certainly tell you if they see a difference when you meet up with them in April, May, June, when things relax. So that's another priority. But change your priorities and make some steps. Take some small steps now to make that change ready for the end of the month / April, when you're going to be then potentially starting your fitness journey. So I hope that's been helpful. Main thing is, don't be too drastic. Don't be too serious about it. Make sure it's sustainable. Make sure you're thinking long-term. Set yourself goals. We speak about this all the time. Big picture, where do you want to be in 12 months' time? What do you want to look like? And then break that up into mini goals. It's the best thing that you can do. Set yourself those mini targets. Maybe that's that you're going to do a walk every day. One of our clients, I won't name the name, felt that she had a lot of weight to lose. This person was over 20 stone, and personal win for her over the last couple of weeks was to get up and do some walking every day without fail. Even though the weather's crap out there today, put a rain jacket on, grab your umbrella, go for a walk if it means it's going to get you moving more and burning some calories. So just take those steps one step at a time. Make sure it's sustainable, make sure it's realistic, and you know where we are if you need any help, guys. So I hope that's been helpful today. Trying to keep it fairly short, like myself, and I'll speak to you all, see you all very soon. Let me know if you need any help whatsoever. Take care, guys, and all the best.